Hello, hello. I should be live now. Amazing. Well, it's Tuesday, and I have promised myself and some of my friends that I definitely will come on live to say hi and see um, how you are and have a little bit of conversation about um, what's happening in the work, what's happening in life, and you know that I constantly talk about a career by design. So Tuesday talks normally are about that, about what's happening in the work, what's happening in corporate land, what's happening in startup land, and how you are doing, really. So today, what I wanted to talk to you was about is the back of a conversation that I had with a friend of mine that is quite senior in one of the broadcasting agencies. It's a TV channel that you probably watch it quite often, hopefully. And the conversation was, like I've done all the great stuff that I wanted to do, and I don't know what is next for me. So this person is quite solid person in what she does. It's a person that you know has been doing great work for years, been living overseas, been living in multiple countries, and she has track record. So the conversation went on, and what I noticed is there are two groups of people that, when it comes to career and what they want to do as a job, they always have this question as what is next for me. And those two groups of people are one that are quite senior, and the other one is the ones that we know of them. They are the ones that they are at the early stages of their career and they are building. Let's say they are 25 to 30 to 3. Typically, it doesn't mean that's for everyone because we know everyone has a different timeline. But generally, if we are in this big world of corporate, the two groups of people that they always have this dilemma of what's next for me is either they are at the very early stage or they've done some really good work, they have solid track record, and then they are thinking, so what's next for me? So, what I wanted to share with you is there are two areas that two criteria that I suggest that you think about and when you're designing or thinking about what's next for me. And one is what I want to learn next and what I want to teach next. And let me explain what I mean when you say I want to learn. Because sometimes when I ask people, are you learning something? They say, yes, I'm learning every day. I'm learning at the job. But that's not what I mean by learning. When I talk about learning, it's something that you know from going from 0 to 100 or from 0 to 80, whatever you're targeting. Something that there is some element of, oh, I don't know if I can do it. There is some sort of danger, some sort of risk associated with it. Like, remember when we were at school, there was something about exams that we weren't quite sure if we're going to pass it. That's what is the level of learning that I'm talking about. So when we are at a job, obviously there are always every day there are new scenarios, new people that they come to work, new assignments, new challenges. Those are all great. Those will give you experience. But when it comes to learning, putting some time aside and thinking, okay, what is it that I really want to learn? And right now I'm quite around 0 and I want to ace it. And whatever that rate is for you to 100. What is that next big thing for me? And let's think of, for example, merger. All right. If you've been part of a merger in the company that you are, and you have been part of negotiations, or maybe you've been part of the due diligence that happens before that, or You came into a picture just after the contract has been signed, and now you are making sure that the execution is in place. When it comes to learning and being able to say, I know what's the merger process, being able to understand different types of merger, best practices and best models and methods for that. What happens in terms of customers, users, employees internally, in terms of asset ownership, processes that going to change, how they were before, how they're going to be in interim phase, and how they're going to be in the future. And basically understanding different scenarios that makes you an expert in that topic is something that you would want to have in mind. There is a difference being expert in something and being experienced in something. So when it comes to learning, I want you to think about how you become an expert in something, in a topic, in a domain. And by that, you would need to know what's going on in the world around it, what are the latest trends in that topic, what are the best models, what is the scope of knowledge in that space. I know it appears to be a lot. However, the good thing about it, if you use the opportunities that you've got currently to learn with this definition from 0 to 100, the entire domain, or at least gain awareness as what else is in that space, then you can be sure that wherever you go, you can take that expertise with you, plus the experience that you've gained in the case that you've been working on. Which brings me to the second point, that whenever you're thinking about what's next for me, not only what we're looking at is what we are learning, is also looking at what can we teach and embed into the teams that they are reporting to us or working alongside us or to our customers. That transfer of knowledge and that transfer of expertise is the one that will put you in a thought leader position. And you might think, oh, Shirin, I would never become a thought leader. I'm just having this job. I'm a senior manager or exec in this space. Where is the thought leadership? I'm so far away from that. And what I want to say to you, everything is relative. Yes, we might not be one of those ones that those people that they change the scope of science in management or any of that, but we will be in the space that we are, someone that can positively influence people that are around us. That's the difference. And that type of thinking as what I can transfer to others and what I can give to others while we are doing the job that we're doing, that is the type of thinking that will help you to decide what is next for me. When we think about those topics, I talk about career by design a lot. And the reason for it is that I really, really believe that after a certain age, it's not enough to just be somewhere and just do a good job. If you have that mindset of growth and wanting to always pick a good challenge, what I want to do and what I want to offer you, and this is something that I work a lot myself, is that thinking consciously, what is it that I am learning and why I'm learning it? Right now in my work and my space, I'm learning digital marketing. I'm learning social digital trends. This is something that I don't know about it. I'm a business transformation girl. And this is not something that, I've studied like marketing or social dynamics. This is not my area of expertise. I know a little bit about it, but if you tell me, can you map this one for me? Can you tell us step by step? I can't. But that's something that I have set the intention this year. I would love to learn. And it's one of the things that I'm learning this year. And that's what I am working on. while I'm doing what I am doing, which is mostly business transformation. In the book Level Up, I talk about how to be seen as a person that is a master of their craft in their industry and their domain. And that's something that I would love to be able to see everyone to get to that point, just because I've seen how much pain is in, you're good at something, but you're not seen for it. Or you're good at something, but you really have outgrown that space. And then we always get to this position of what's next for me. So I hope these two pointers been of some sort of help to guide your thinking. And while you are taking a shower or driving, thinking, what is it next for me to learn, to become an expert in? Or what is it that I can teach others? Well, thank you so much for staying with me. Tuesday Talks. I'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Have a lovely evening. Bye.